It's the middle of March, and we just had daylight savings time adjustment last weekend. And with the weather being so nice, I've been out in my garden pretty much all week. Today it's like 80 some degrees, which is extremely warm for March. But let's walk through my garden and see what's going on. It's the Bradford pear. They're almost done with the nasty smelling blossoms, and they're starting to leaf out, so I'm anxious to having it not stink so bad when I go outside. This is, I call either my prairie or glades garden. Got a lot of showy evening primrose coming up. My tulips are up. Even some salvias coming up. My gardenia, not looking so great because we had a week of winter in January and it got really cold. Did some damage to it. We'll see how it does. As you can see, I've started cleaning out all of my guara, the dead branches and the primrose branches to kind of clean this up a little bit so it looks nice. I will be doing some fixing of this part of the path, my garden path, because it's sunk down quite a bit. Some more of that. I have a little bit work to do here in my little gravel garden path, which will be coming up. Got a lot going on, starting to go on here in my woodland garden. My columbine is leafing out quite a bit. That there is spiderwort. The crocuses are pretty much done for the season. I've got a little bluebell. Keeps coming back. Doesn't look too great right now, but he hasn't died. I have a few little baby pines too. I won't let them go. See how it works. Oh look, I've got a flower in here. Look at that guy. Little crocus. That there is woodland phlox. Got my little garden flag up. I've got some irises. They look like they're doing pretty well. I got them from my aunt back home in Wisconsin. They're taking a while to get used to our climate here in Tennessee. One of my mums that I received, or that I bought last year, is actually coming back. Not sure if I'm going to leave it there, move it, or whatever, but I'd like to see what happens in the fall. How well it blooms. I got this porcallis from Walmart last weekend. I love the color on it. I think it complements my creeping phlox rather well. Let's walk through here. This is my Rosa Sharon garden. My Rosa Sharon does not get a whole lot of sun, as much sun as it wants. So I'll probably try and move it next year. But I've got some tulips coming up. Got that right there is blue-eye grass. Those are daylilies. And then I got a heuchera back there. My hostas aren't really doing much yet, but they'll come. Over here on the side, my clematis is growing quite a bit. But I might have to move him next year because my volunteer evergreen is getting bigger and bigger. he needs some room. Over here I got my experimental penstemon, which is doing okay. It was just a baby from one of the parent plants that I have over on the other side of my driveway. And then I've got another iris there. These are some daylilies. Got a tiger lily coming up in the back over there, and one over there, and another one there. Because the daylilies are doing so well over here, I've decided for one of my projects this year is I'm going to extend this garden all the way down my house with daylilies. I think that'd be kind of pretty. There's a rose bush. Hasn't bloomed since I moved it, but every year it seems to be doing better and better. Let's go to the backyard. That's my magnolia chain, looking very pretty with all the pink blossoms. And I've got a red bud tree right there. It had dieback disease last year, so I had to cut back all of the old wood. What you see here is all new wood that grew last year, so that's why there's no blossoms. Got a lawn full of purple dead nettle and henbit. I'll leave them bloom for a while for the bees, and then take my lawnmower to it. There's my oak tree is over there in the back. See how it does. It every year it has leaves, but it doesn't grow much. So I just let it be. Over here we got my butterfly garden. That's my butterfly bush. That's my lilac bush. As you can see, I've got still some more weeds to pull out, but been making progress. I'm also doing work here on my sidewalk. Got a lot of lilies that are coming up over here. Fortunately, the bunnies are not eating them, so I should hopefully see a lot of flowers in the near future. My hyacinths are almost done for the year. I've added a little bird feeder hook, plant hook. I'm letting my wandering Jew get some sun and fresh air today. I'll probably bring them in tonight because we're going to get some pretty heavy storms. Over here is the fire pit area. This is going to be a huge project because it slopes. So I got to try and make it level so that I can pave it over so that it can look really nice. That's my second project for the year. Now let's meander. And an extension of my fire pit project, I'm taking this paver path here and I'm going to draw it all the way out and connect it to that one so that we can walk all the way around the house without having to step in grass. And then in between the house and the path, I'm going to have some shade-loving lilies. And last but not least, this is my penstemon and baptisia garden and my mailbox garden. My penstemons have been in this garden for quite a while now. So as you can see, they've kind of developed a circle around where the original plant was. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that, but that's a next year project. Let's see, my tiger lilies are coming up. My baptisias, they come up late, but then they grow like crazy. So that's why this garden does not look the greatest right now. Over here is my mailbox garden. I got two wine and roses, Wegellas, that are not doing so well anymore. So I think it's time to cut them back and replace them with something else. My double daffodils are finally blooming. They're so pretty. This is the Wegella that is thriving. It has green leaves and white flowers. So he's going to stay. But here's some more of my daffodils. I missed out last year because we had a really hard frost when they were all like this, and it killed every single bud. So I'm glad that I got to see them this year. And that's about it. See you back soon. All right, bye.